The best kind of growth is gradual. It is the best. It is the most honorable. And I know many of you wouldn't want to hear this, but it is the truth that the best kind of growth is gradual. Many of us would want instant, and instant growth isn't bad. It is good. But the best is gradual. It is you moving from 0 to 1 to 2 to 3, stagnating at 3 for a very long time. Not moving an inch. And then figuring out how to move to 4. Then moving from 4 to 5 to 6. Hitting an obstacle at 6 that sends you back to 4. And you working it out, day in, day out, moving yourself back to 5, to 6, to 7, to 8, to 9, to 10. It requires a lot of hard work, a lot of consistency, a lot of not giving up, a lot of work, a lot of effort, and a lot of resources. Gradual growth. It is the best. It is painful, but it is the best. Because when you get to 10, wow, it is beautiful to achieve anything gradually. It is beautiful. Instant growth, it is good. It is good. That one moment you are from 0, the next you are at 10, and you don't know how you got there. You are lucky. You got to 10. Now, the negative part of it is when you get there at 10, most of the time you have no idea how to sustain it. You don't know. You didn't have a plan. You didn't work it out. You don't know the cost. So, you can't sustain it. Very few of us can be able to sustain that kind of growth. Now, many of us who get there, we are not able to appreciate what we've got because we don't know the value of it. We didn't have sleepless nights. We didn't cry of frustrations. We didn't give up, almost give up, but kept going and pressing on. So we don't know the cost of getting there. We didn't pay the price. We didn't pay the price. And that kind of success, it is shaky. And the same way you got yourself on top by luck, the same way you can get, and in an instant, is the same way you can get from the top to the bottom. Now, if you hit rock bottom from that kind of growth, from an instant growth, you can never get back. That is definitely, you can never get back because you don't know how. You don't know how to get there. On top, you don't know how. But if you had the gradual growth and you got on top and something drastic happened that got you back to 0, it is easy. Actually, it is easier to rebuild because you are building from an informed perspective. You've gone through it. So it is easier. It is easier. When you've done an exam and you've passed, retaking that exam, it is easy. It is easier, actually. But if, for example, you copied an exam and you got everything, and then the same exam is brought to you, you wouldn't pass. Very few of us can actually figure out the answer to the questions asked. So, most of us wouldn't want to hear this. But the best kind of growth, the best, the one that we should cherish, the one that we should promote is gradual. It is you moving and struggling getting it done. One step at a time, one brick at a time. However, unfortunately, today's world has sold to us instant success, where you wake up one morning and you are successful. You don't know how you got there, but you are successful. And in a world that miracle has been completely sold to us, miracles whereby you are from zero to glory in an instant, miraculously. Many of us, we don't value gradual growth, and we need to start instilling respect to that kind of growth, because it takes a lot of sweat. Sometimes you are self-doubting yourself. You wake up in the morning and you feel, God, I'm not moving. But you encourage yourself. You persist consistently. You keep doing it until you get there. And one slight growth, it encourages you, it motivates you to keep going. To keep going. This is the kind of message that we need all the young people out there listening to. That you know what? Can you cut the crap about the instant successes and start working gradually? You will get there. Gradual growth takes time. It takes time. It takes time. But you can see the progress. You can see it. But it takes time to get to where you want. And taking yourself there requires a lot of work. It requires you not giving up. It requires resources. It requires you being persistent. Pole pole, pole pole. Unajijenga pole pole, pole pole. Kidogo pole pole, pole pole. Utafika. Utafika. Today's world iko complicated sana, because imejaa watu wenye wamejipata in those instant glories. One moment ako pale chini, one moment ako juu. Na hajalan respect, hajalan hard work, hajalan consistency. Na akifika pale instantly, akiona mtu mwenye anatia bidii, mwenye ako consistent, mwenye ana work hard, wanaanza madharau kidogo. And sometimes ina discourage the person that is undergoing through gradual growth. Inamput down, inamput off, inamudiscourage. Today, instant fame. Unajipata, today we don't know you. Tomorrow we all know you. And when you get there, you have no idea what to do next. Umekaa tu. Unajibamba kidogo kidogo. Then tunakusahau. Then you can't find your way back to that fame. Today, instant riches. One moment you are poor, the next you are very rich. Now, you have no idea how you got there. Uliangukia deal. And now you're up there. You don't know how to sustain it, to maintain it. You don't appreciate it. You don't know how to keep it. So if you are not careful, you lose all of it. And you getting back there, it is next to impossible. It is frustrating that one moment you had everything, then you don't have anything, and you can't get it back. It is really frustrating. So we need to start encouraging gradual growth. And if you find yourself with that kind of instant growth, take a moment and breathe. Don't be arrogant. Take a moment and breathe. Try as much as possible to gather as much information as possible of maintaining what you've got. Because you didn't learn it. You have no idea how. So find out so that you don't lose it all. Because when you lose it all, you won't get it back. Let us cherish gradual growth. One step at a time. One brick at a time. We can see the progress. Sometimes we don't even see it, but we keep going, and eventually we will get there. And when we will get there, it will be glorious.